the girl get the key. So with all of those evidence that they told us a little bit before the march, and you still tell me that the police have a leg to stand pan? Hey,
There is something there, Shanik, right? And the biggest hurdle for us to overcome, right, is Mr. T's sighting. I'm not saying that you're guilty of anything, right? I'm not saying that you're guilty of anything.
Yeah, you're guilty, girl. You're guilty.
If indeed...
Which sighting? Which sighting are you referring to?
No, because he came out and he said he saw you twice on Friday. He saw you at 9 a.m. because he was quite sure the day was raining, right?
Not even
Friday was
guilty more than you.
raining, and he was talking about when school let over, right? I know you said alcohol, right? But alcohol would not cloud those judgments. He seemed very confident, right, in what he was saying, okay? And my deduction from what he was saying,
Is that
he said that Shani fly down early Friday morning to relieve her mom from the hospital. So what that said to me, right, was, remember, Shanik, I believed you in the beginning, okay?
Good evening, my dear.
Shani fly down early Friday morning to relieve her mom. So that said to me that the first person that would have saw you, right, would have been your mom, not Mr. T early Friday morning. And then again, he said descriptively that he saw you across the hospital at the pharmacy and he gave you the key to go to the house in Spur Tree.
1 second.
Which I discovered the house, but I did not publish it online. Right? You went to the house because you fly down from foreign. Deduction from what he was saying, he said that Shani fly down early Friday morning to relieve her mom from the hospital. So what that said to me, right, was, remember, Shanik, I believed you in the beginning, okay? He said that Shani fly down early Friday morning to relieve her mom. So that said to me that the first person that would have saw you, right, would have been your mom, not Mr. T early Friday morning. And then again, he said descriptively that he saw you across the hospital at the pharmacy and he gave you the key to go to the house in Spur Tree, which I discovered the house, but I did not publish it online, right? You went to the house because you fly down from foreign and you did not bring any clothes. Those were descriptive. Cannot be blamed on alcohol. Right?
Yeah, those are descriptive. That's what I'm saying. All that he said, all the events that he said happened. The timing is the only thing that was incorrect. It was Saturday morning when he gave me the key across from the hospital. That is correct. He gave me the key on Saturday across from the hospital. He drove me downtown, or we were already downtown, but he drove me to where the taxi stand to go to Spur Tree.
He drove you?
Park. He drove me. He drove me to the taxi stand. I took the taxi by myself. I was the only one that went to Spur Tree.
Shanik, we're gonna, if I'm gonna clear your name, right?
But not with you putting him under the bus.
No. I'm not. Yeah. Okay. I won't. Okay. I won't. Right. But in order, right? Because you
have to find something more substantial to put that. Because again, everything happened in just the timing. Him having, I'm tell you, he's not a talkative person, but him having a conversation with somebody he doesn't know, you have to be under the influence to be able to have that conversation. With being under the influence, he's going to remember events, but they're not going to be 100% correct, especially timing. So yes, it was in the morning that I went, Saturday morning that I went to surgery.
So let me ask you this, right, Shanique? Okay. You see, I'm training this field. Okay? I've investigated cases for very large corporations in the United States.
Good morning.
Right? And that is the reason why the people them trust me. He said he saw you at 3 o'clock. Right? Entering the hospital with Tommy. He was going out to the front of the hospital to buy soup.
Party.
And he did say that after I finished dropping off the kids,
logo kalalala. Can't call a big girl, lady. Patriotical lion.
That a Saturday.
Just say she's a big time lion. You can't call a big girl. It's too big.
Because remember on Friday, I'm saying see you twice.
Again, I'm telling you, only time once on Friday would have been the night.
Pajikala.
So
You can't manage a big girl. It's too big for me.
Well, he brought mommy the morning.
But it means to say she's a lion.
To the hospital.
That's what I mean. She's an extreme good lion.
I'm leaving hospital to go
That's
get
what I mean.
food the morning.
Alright, let me just say this. Alright, before you say anything else.
Yeah.
Alright? I understand what you're going
Stylist.
through. Okay? And I don't believe that Mr. T was lying. And I don't believe that Mr. T was under the influence.
No influence.
Right?
Not an influence.
That from day one, looking at body language, right? Pitch. Everybody else that is believable is Mr. T, right? And the next person I'm gonna put there is Demar. A lot of people throw Demar under the bus, but I didn't find any deception in his voice.
Demar all teeth.
He could not potentially be someone who was there,
teeth like a
right? But I didn't see any deception in those two, right? I saw deception in your mom trying to cover, right? I saw deception in Kami, right? And I also tracked your movement from New York to Jamaica, right?
You don't say your boss are a big red lion there too. It's a big red on the put on the screen.
So this right here,
your boss are that type of lion there too.
Remember, this conversation was
wicked.
This conversation was the very first conversation that we had.
I'm afraid I hear to your boss.
So this is before I received any flight information, anything. Okay? So remember, my theory was a flight from JFK to Namamale International Airport, because at the time, Mr. T, the crown witness, right, his timeline was still true. And to everybody that is listening, it's going to be a series, right? And if you want to listen to the series, only let me know, right? Because if I'm not...
Me no want burn out your boss, you know. I don't want burn out the youth here. Because I like him, you know, but I don't want burn him out. All them things I tell about now, what the hell? You have some information for run it on the public. Oh, me never come here yet and come tell me I do series. Oh, no, have to subscribe. Oh, no, have to do this. I mean, series is a thing where you have a long length of time. If you want to get something over the hill and get it done, you don't come and do it one time or two event where you going to keep a whole series, where you want people to do series for. And then I me who no want come. Hey, let me tell you something. You allow me. I have to start diss up some people, you know.
If you continuing to talk to people at the back of the class, I'll just scrap everything. And just let us continue to chase our tail.
Yes, that big word there. When they put on screen, you're that the type of liar, yo.
Whether or not they want to find out what I was up to. Okay? You guys decide that.
You're a prick, yo.
If you really and truly want justice for Jayden Smith, I wouldn't want to continue to chase on that here. When you decide.
Prick.
So this was the first conversation. So as far as like the Mr. T sighting and all of them things, they basically can disregard that because the proof is in the pudding. She arrived in Montego Bay and she arrived at the gate at 1:25. But we're starting the conversation from the initial car.
Yeah, how the hell? How is that possible? How you have to arrive